Why do you think you fell for those words at that point?
I had to answer this when we were having an earlier conversation. It took me a second to realize that it was 100% loneliness and desiring a connection. In the relationship beforehand, I was with someone who was emotionally unavailable, had a job where they were gone a fair amount, and then they were distant when they were around. So instead of having a good look at like, this is everything I want in a relationship, I went very narrow on I was lacking connection and time, and I overcompensated for it in the next one by finding someone who wanted to spend all of their time with me.
Yeah. And I just want to say to you, by the way, the value that you've just given and shared with everybody watching, because so many people are like, wow, I can relate. I chose a relationship because I wanted to be alone. I want to ask all of you listening out there to step in a moment of empowerment. And in empowerment, one of the first things you have to do for yourself is you have to create awareness. You have to take accountability for who you were or what you were when a certain situation came up. And so I want to ask all of you out there to just close your eyes if you need to, or you can keep your eyes open, but to ask yourself, why was it, or did I really want so bad that I was willing to accept that relationship? Someone said, I was so lonely and I was willing to accept any relationship that basically would not make me feel alone. Caitlin, you very vulnerably shared with us and told us that your previous relationship left you feeling like, distance or not having someone around would really trigger and challenge you. So you just wanted someone always around, right? I want to hear what some of the answers are that some of you guys threw up here. Someone said, I wanted emotional connection. Someone said validation. Beautiful. You guys don't understand how much you are empowering yourself by accepting that where you were was driven by a wound that attracted this kind of situation or treatment. And that's the only reason it showed up. Someone said, I wanted to matter. Amazing. Validation, emotional connection. I wanted to matter. What else is out there? What are some of the reasons you can think of, Caitlin, because you work in the field of therapy as well? What are some of the reasons you can think of that people will get into relationships with maybe narcissists?
I feel like they've been said. What really comes to mind is connection and validation, worthiness, loneliness.
Yeah. And you know what's so crazy about narcissistic relationships? What is the thing they give you right at the start? The very thing that you've been seeking so badly. They'll give you a bomb of validation. They'll give you a bomb of you feeling seen and heard. They'll take you out on fucking special dates. Are you really nice shit? They'll take you to meet their family probably in a fucking week, and you'll be like, oh my God, I've never had a guy who's done that. There's a reason you're smiling and laughing. Tell me, did that resonate with you somewhere?
Oh my God.
Did that resonate with you? Is that something you went through?
Too much.
Really? Tell us more. Come on.
His mom lived in town, and he had dinner with her every Monday night. I was like, oh my gosh, that's really cute. You guys have a good relationship. And not very soon, he's like, you should come to dinner with us. So I met his mom. I don't remember how soon, but quite soon. And
how did that make you feel when you met his mom? That's what's more important to me, and I think what I want to share with everybody else. Were you just like, oh, I met his mom? Oh, were you like, I met his mom? Wow.
No,
this must be a real
special, because I feel like introducing someone to family is a big deal, and it's not something you do necessarily quickly or right away unless it's someone that you feel very strongly or important about. So I felt elevated, validated, special.
Right. Beautiful. And can I ask you another challenging question? In your previous relationship where there was too much distance, when did you meet that person's parents?
Not that soon. I don't really remember the timeline. He didn't have as close a relationship with his parents.
Right.
So you probably, but I couldn't even tell you when.
Right. You probably met them like much further down, and you probably didn't even meet them that much, right? You didn't get that same feeling of being as important.
Like a few times each parent.
Right.
And again, they also lived within an hour of where we were.
Right.
So distance wasn't an issue.
So I asked the question, like, what is it that you were really looking for in that moment that basically you feel led you to that kind of relationship? Someone said, I wanted to be seen. Someone said, I wanted to be noticed and purposeful. Someone said, I wanted him to fit into this idea I had of him, be understood, safety, to be seen. What is it that I was seeking so much that led me to this relationship? Like I said, some of you said to be seen, some of you said to be validated. Some of you said to be loved. Some of you said to feel important. Like, he's taking me to meet his family on like fucking week number 1. He must be such an amazing guy. I feel so amazing and important to him. Now, the next thing I want to tell you, whatever it is, and this is the step of healing, and we're going to go with Caitlin to ask her what she did to work through this relationship, but I want to give you guys this opportunity and moment to heal from these relationships. Your reason. So this circle, that thing is reason for me having got into this relationship. To be seen, to be validated, want to be heard, to feel important, to be recognized, to be whatever it is. I'm going to ask you a really fucking tough question that I want you guys to be honest about. Caitlin's already smiling because she knows I love the tough questions. I want you guys to be really honest about this. I don't want you to just say it as if you, because trust me, I've worked with thousands of people across the world in therapy, so I'll know what your real answer is. Have you done the work to really give back to yourself before? I want you guys to answer that. Some of you said, I want to be validated. I want to be important. I want to be seen. I want to be recognized. I want to be taken care of. Have you ever done those things truly for yourself before, consistently? I want you to throw that in the chat. And I want you to tell me, because I can tell you, whenever I fell for something like that, it was in moments in my life where I wasn't taking care of myself to the best. I wasn't validating my own self to realize I am fucking important. I wasn't treating myself as being important, and instead I wanted other people to do that for me. This is what I love about this fucking group. All of you guys are empowered by being honest. You're not trying to throw out bullshit and like just lie your way through this and be like, of course I did it. Yeah, it's like, fuck you. This shit makes no sense. You are actually finding out the reasons why these relationships show up in your life. And I love you guys for being so honest. People said, no, I was a people pleaser. I start and I don't say consistent. Beautiful. Thank you for being honest about it. Someone said, no, nope. I can tell you in the years I've done this work and that I've taught so many people this, is that anytime they get sucked into those relationships that are dysfunctional, that are not helpful and supportive of you, always, at that period of time, they are not showing up for themselves in the best place that they can. Not consistently enough, not with enough love and support and healing. And I don't want you to blame yourself for it. I just want you to be aware about it.
Hey, and welcome to the Inner Yats YouTube page. If you like our content, make sure you click the like and the subscribe button so that you get more of these amazing videos that keep coming your way.